Good morning, crew. It is Wednesday, the 24th of February, and a week from tomorrow, we are getting on the ferry and beginning our journey back to the U.S. So, we really need to make sure things get going here. We had a little bit of productivity yesterday, just very quickly. There's a few things we accomplished. We did a tutorial video for using the television, which ended up taking significantly longer than we had hoped it would. I have bad experiences with TV where, if I have a television with a remote and the system, whatever we're using, we have a Fire Stick at home. I can figure out how to use that system, but every system works a little differently, and the televisions don't work with the I don't even know what you would call it. We have a box here that is links with our wireless network, and we purchase a package of broadcast products that come in through the box, including Netflix and some other things, live broadcast TV. And getting that to work with a television is always hit and miss. And in this case, it ended up taking us significantly longer than we had hoped it would, and it's a little glitchy, and there's just really no way you can come through. No way around that. I mean, we could go buy a new TV, but there's no guarantee a new TV would work any better with the system. So, yeah, it's frustrating. But it's working to the point where I feel like in the tutorial video, we explain the problems we've experienced and how to fix them. So that's all something. The second thing that was on my list yesterday was to deal with trying to get an online portal for manage our electrical bill, and we've had multiple. Sarah and I have each had calls with tech support to try to get them to set up an online portal. And both cases, they said they set it up and you're going to get an email, and we never got the email. And so I tried to call them back, and after half an hour on hold, the call was dropped. And while I was on hold, I went to their website, and they have a login, but they've never sent us a password. I did ask them to set up a specific email address, and so I put in the email address and said change password, and it sent me an email and let me change the password and log in. But then once I was logged in, there's nothing that I can do in there. There's no information about my account or anything. So I put in an online request for that and got no response. Here I am, 20 hours later with no response. So yeah, that's frustrating. The only risk is that they're going to send us a bill in the mail that we're not going to get, and then they're going to cut off power. So we really want to get this fixed. In addition, I know there's more cleaning always. We talk about that. There were a couple things that we had ordered more than a week ago and hadn't received, and it turned out our neighbor 2 doors down had gotten them, and he came by last night and gave them to us. And one was a picture frame, so that I was able to frame the last picture. So the pictures are now completely done. And the other was a gasket. We had a leak in the drain, in the plumbing under the sink, and one of the sleeves, the screws on the sleeves, was missing a little gasket. And I ordered some gaskets, and one of them worked, and that is now fixed. So that was a good thing. Those were both things that were on our list. I mentioned that I had a list of 11 things. It's now 14, and there are more than that, but I've completed most of them. And the ones that are not completed are, I have how-to videos. I need to do one more on how to use the heating system, but we don't currently have a heating system, so that may not happen. Anyway, we're getting close, and they're going to be here today working. There's going to be progress, hopefully. But I'll talk about that tomorrow. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.